Good morning everyone, and welcome back to Craft Eccentricity. And I've got my contact paper down. Look at that, I can get 2 pairs of hands in now. Isn't that great? Right, we are digressing this morning, and as it's Monday it seems a perfect day, and I got a little personal haul, so I wanted to share it, and I've made a few of the items that are in it. So let me go a mooching in what I've got, and let's begin. Right, so first up, I've been looking at this one for quite a while and I think it's really cute. So we've got lots of reflection today. So it's a little pair of shoes, it's a little sun hat, and you get 3 little flowers that will either be single or layered up. And you can put the bow on the shoes or on the hat, and I put my bow onto the hat. So I just made a quick little old school type card, I'm going to call it. And I had a lot of fun making it, so I will measure that in a second. But here's my card, and as you know, I'm back in love with my Dymo tape, so I put some yellow onto this one. But look at that little hat, isn't that sweet? And your shoes can be whatever colour you want. I used the little flower at the bottom because I wanted to use everything. And these 2 little icons here, the plain and the pineapple, that's another little set I've got that I'm going to show you in a minute. And they came in a set of 3. But I've used Panelisa paper for my background, and I just think they're lovely. I mean, that could even be a wedding. If you cut those in gold or silver, you wouldn't need anything else, would you? Or for a little princess card, just put one on there, you know, like Cinderella, leaving her slipper behind. But I've got my ruler. So let's go in and do the hat point to point. And it's 3 1/4 inches. So you can see it's a really, really nice size. And then the shoes, 3 inches. Isn't it cute? Just have a look at those little loopy bits. Just absolutely gorgeous. Really lovely. And those loops, obviously you can pick those up and flip them up if you want to, but you'd obviously get the detail. It's all right because now I've got more space, I've folded everything up, if you used a plainer cardstock. But I just wanted to use the pattern because that just reminded me of sea and sand. So that's my first set of dies. Right, now then, before I forget, I want to get those little icons because I said they came in a set of 3. So it's the plain, you get the pineapple, and you also get that little heart postage stamp. So I've already used 2 on this card here, bringing it back in, and that one is the little heart. Isn't that gorgeous? You can dangle those off paper clips, you know, cut them 2 or 3 times so they're nice and thick and chunky, and dangle them off a paper clip. Or you can just, you know, hang them off a bit of string, or glue them onto your card. Yeah, so that's the little heart that finishes off that set there. Right, next up, because I'm trying to get organised, let's do my couple of Easter things that I got for myself. And I got these which cut apertures, and all I've done is get a scrap of cardstock and cut those out because I haven't separated them. You would separate them. And I got this one that embosses an egg and a little starburst. So before I get carried away, let me just measure that. 2 1/2 inches for the egg. And then these, I think, are all the same size. So that's 1 3/8 of an inch. And here's my embossed bit. And excuse my cardstock because my cutting plates now have started to just absorb all the dark card that I cut out. And when I cut white cardstock out, I get little flecks of like black or brown on it. There you go. Isn't that lovely? Just all on its own. Even if you did that on a piece of gold cardstock and just a really simple sentiment, you know, stamped and embossed, or just to cut out one, really quick and easy. I absolutely love that. And of course you could put a little bunny in the middle as well if you wanted to. And then the aperture ones, I've got a scrap of cardstock here, I'll use that. Those are the apertures that get cut out. Isn't that great? Of course, if I take them off there, you can be different pastels in each of those apertures, or you can, you know, be a little bit more grown up. That's if you're in the mood for being grown up, which I'm not usually. But there you go. Those are the 4 little apertures it cuts. And I love this one because you get the opportunity to put the bunny butt tail back in. And of course you can make those all different stripes. But really love it. Love what I bought. Right, what's next on my pile? Well, I've got 2 things on my pile that I didn't make because I just didn't have the time. And that is this one. This can be like a beach hut or a sort of like garden house, greenhouse. And you could also layer it up and make it into a snowy house. So you get this lovely arch window that goes up here in the peak of the roof. And then you've got these like doors that open. I would actually use acetate behind those and open them up. But isn't that great? I love housey things. Well, you know me, I just love everything. But the whole die, that's what I'm looking for now, is this one. This is the size of this house. It's 4 1/4 inches. And then the width on it from the cut line is 2 1/4 inches. So it's a great size. And you can take the window away and use that all on its own. And then you could just stamp bird images or butterfly images just in the house section and have it like that if you want to do a bit of mixed media. But I just love it, so that's why I got it. And the other thing that I didn't cut out is my leaves. But aren't they lovely? They can be used with anything. Roses, daisies, just a really great set of leaves. And the biggest one in there, I'm going to go along its curve, 3 1/4 inches. You know, they're just a great size. So that is that one. And then next up, oh yeah, ticket. I got myself a ticket. You know I love tickets. And I love this one because you've got the opening in the die, which means that you can ink and stencil through it or stamp through it. And you'll notice that it doesn't cut off there. You can cut it off there if you wish, but it will cut a flap. So it's a perfect size for doing a bunch of these down a planner page, on a planner pocket, or even on a greeting card. And it's a lovely size. There you go, 4 3/4 inches. And then along there we are at 1 1/8 inch. And I did cut it out, and I used one of Panelisa's stamps that I got in her haul last week. So that's what it looks like, so that you can, you know, lift it up, attach it to whatever. But all I did was ink through the holes, which you can see there. You just cut it out and put your die straight back over. I inked through with some distress ink, went around it with, where's it gone, my little black fine liner, and then I put a few little white dots, still got them on my desk, of my extra fine artistro. And what else did I use? Oh yeah, reach across my desk, I used my sparkle pen because I've still got that on my table. But let's have a look, see, isn't that great? Just little things like that, I absolutely love them. And if you've got it down on a piece of pattern cardstock, you know, imagine that's your whole page and you lift it up, you could just have a pattern underneath, entirely up to you. But I would put like little sentiments or messages or something. So that is my stamp, or shall I say my tickets. So that's that one. I didn't make that one. And now then, this one is a fun set that I got. You actually get a flamingo with a windmill. And I thought, what a crazy combination, but it actually makes sense. And you also get a little bit of grass, a little tuft of grass there. So you get the handle for your windmill, and you also get a flamingo leg. But it's kind of, it's summer theme, isn't it? So you can use them all independent of each other. It's entirely up to you. But I just thought it was great fun. And so I made the windmill, and you can make these in whatever colour you want. You can see you've got those lovely cut marks within the die there, so that you can cut pieces out and you can make it multicoloured. But I just thought it was great fun. You can use this piece just on its own loads of times along a card and use lots of different colours, you know, pastels or rainbows, whatever you want. 2.5 inches. That's how big the windmill is on its own. And where I've put the leg, you can have it longer or shorter. That is almost at 4 inches. Isn't that great? Great fun. Love it. And of course the flamingo came with it. And I glued his little tuft of grass just on the bottom of his foot there so that you could see it. But isn't he lovely? Let's get close. There you go. There's his little body. There's his little face. Oh, love it. Just great fun. Great fun set. Now, you can see where I stuck the leg there. It's almost at the bottom. So let's measure it at that point. Right, 4.5 inches. 4.5 inches with his little grass tuft, bless him. Oh, I do like that. Right, next up I've got flowers. So these are 2 separate sets, but I have cut them out. Whoops, I'm just trying to untangle. They are quite large. I'm going to measure the finished flower and you get a centre. But I like them because they're kind of, you know, the petals are all different, so it's quite naturalistic. So let's have a look what that looks like. And I did mine as like one of those, what do you call them, black-eyed Susans. We get hundreds of them growing in the ditches here. So I just did a black centre and yellow petals. But you can see, looking at it, all of the petals are a different shape. And you could do this as a single, or you can just triple it up like I did just to share. But isn't that a pretty flower? I absolutely love that. So let us measure the biggest flower in here. Or should I say the easiest, because they're pretty much the same length, just different shaped petals. Right, that is almost 3 inches. So it's a lovely big flower. But isn't that great? I've got to share it again. Oh, just love it. Really pretty. So anyway, the other one that I got that looked matchy-matchy to me is this one. And once again, you get 3 flowers in here and all of the petals are different. And you also get this like, it almost looks like a gumdrop. So this is like a cone flower, isn't it? So let's share that one. And I just twirled its leaves up. Let's see if we can get a proper picture. There we go. I just think it's so pretty. Really delicate. Now, the largest one in these, I believe, is that one that I've got on the top. So, let us have a look. 2.5 inches. And then the depth of it, just over 1.5 inches. Just really pretty. Of course, coneflowers are usually purple, I think. So, you know, cutting a lilac or something, that would look really, really sweet. Right, next up, I want to share a couple of things. So I've got this set of tags, which comes with lots of little tags inside it. I'm hoping that my picture's clear. There we go. And you also get a little heart tag in there that opens and closes. But this is layered, so there's 2 layers that go into making the large tag. And the large one is what I've done. And I'm going to have to share a couple of things here in order to for it to make sense. So that is the tag that I did. Once again, I got my Dymo out because I love it. And then I also put this little fabric flower on here, and these are rub-offs, and that's the other thing that I got that I'm going to share with you. But I just wanted you to see this little tag. Isn't that gorgeous? I absolutely love that. Just so pretty. So the last thing that I'm sharing then is my rub-off. So I've got another piece of Panelisa paper here. I just thought it would look nice because it was sunny colours. Right, so I've got myself 2 sets. And this is my first one, which is quite autumnal. And they come like this, and they come in a vellum pocket, which is really thick vellum. I'm just getting this one out. And it's stitched. Look at that. So it's actually sewn. So carefully take your scissors, which is what I did on this set here that I used, and you can trim the label off so that that can go straight into a planner. It's just really lovely, really decorative. So let's have a look at my rub offs in here, and all you have to do is use a bone folder very gently, and you also get 2 pieces of fabric that comes with them. So you get 2 linen pieces that will fray as you want them. So you just quite literally take your cotton like that, take the back away from these, there you go. So you get 2 strips in each set. So I've got some autumnal ones here, and then you'll just get your scissors and cut out the bit that you want. You just lay it on your fabric, you get your bone folder and you rub it, and then you can just cut your fabric out. But I just thought they were so sweet. I love the numbers as well. So that's my kind of autumnal set with 2 pieces of lovely linen, and of course that envelope. And then this one is the one that I opened and used. So you can see from that tag there, I cut that piece out, which comes from there. But just really simple. And this one's got pretty tulips and all kinds of stuff. Little roses. Just really nice. I love the poppies as well. In fact, I don't know if they show up better if I use a background under them. That's probably better. But aren't they sweet? Really love them. Love all the little numbers. So that is my little haul that I wanted to share with you. And quite a digression, but I enjoyed it, and I enjoyed being able to play with a few of the things. So I thank you so much for joining me today. As usual, all links are below. Do have an absolutely awesome day, and I will be back tomorrow with more from Panelisa. Bye.